wired the lights in, so these lights work. I'm gonna go wire the front ones in next. Alright, so these work with the reverse lights.
Alright, so another thing on this Jeep that he wants to do is all underneath, kind of where all the real visible rust is, like on the back of the cover on the pumpkin and along the frame here and the face of it and everything. We're gonna just clean it all up. We're gonna scrape all the heavy stuff, all the flakes, get it clean. We'll probably hit it with some primer, and we're gonna paint it all black so it'll look nice underneath. You won't see all that rust or nothing. And just clean it up. So I'll shut this off. Well, put it back on when we're kind of done. This is gonna take a while, so scrape away.
All right.
What?
What are you doing?
Still clean it.
Scrubbing. I got it pretty good now. Got the side of the frame done. They're doing the rear really good. This way it'll. You're not just
Gotta get all the flaky
paint,
stuff.
grease, and rust. We'll get that all done. That's all straight.
It'll look like Ray's engine block when you
Yeah.
got like grease and the flake
Yeah,
on. You
yeah.
paint it and then it just peels off later.
All right, and then we got to take the mirrors off to get those little rings off.
The gas cap.
And the gas cap, we got to figure out how to get that off without ripping the paint off. All right. Let me know when you can let it down a little bit, and then I'll see if I can get the mirrors off.
Alright, so this is all the rust that came off when we're scraping it all off. All over the floor. So, now it's all done, now it's painted.
All right, so they're all done scraping the bottom of it. We're gonna cover it all up and tape it up. Nice and shiny black, flat black, semi-black. He's doing the bottom in here. We ended up doing everything. So, when it's all done, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright? And then you gotta scrub yourself down because we look like a bunch of coal miners.
Still all over my eyes. Right? Kind of.
Good, John.
Go
Might as well throw all them shirts out.
Yeah. Go to the pool and soak for
Alright.
like about an hour.
Well, that's done. We got to just touch up a couple of spots tomorrow. We'll get a couple more cans. When we put it outside, we'll touch it up again. All right, now that everything's all painted up, we'll put the brakes back together. The axle should be here later today. So I got to file this down. Clean this edge up. So we got the backing plates back on. All these cables hooked back up on both sides. So we got to file the edge of that rear down, that flange, to get these over because of the rust. So now they're all on there. Everything's on. I don't know if you can see that the cable's on. So we're ready to waiting for the axles now. Put the axles in, fill it back up with gear oil, adjust everything. We're good to go. So hopefully these axles will show up today, quick. All right, so now he's touching up all the bottom. We sprayed the belly pans, the bottom of the tank, at the front. All the front suspension done, the frame rail, doing the dry shaft. You got to do the back ass of it, Josh. The back end, look, facing back.
I know.
And that's it. And then we're going to be doing the, I'm still waiting on axles. Alright. Okay, UPS just dropped off the axles. Got the axles in. We're going to bolt them all back in. We got to put all these bolts back on, nuts and bolts. And then we can put the drums back on, adjust them, put the brakes back together. I'm almost done with this thing. Alright, so we're going to put the sensors back on it. We got all the bolts back on here. Putting the little sensors on, ABS sensors on it. Alright, finally, it's back on the ground. Gonna unmask it all. And I gotta get the doors open so I can take those rings off the mirrors next. Oh, we're gonna get that.
Alright, so taking off these rings around the mirror. The mirror off on the inside.
The mirror off.
And then the running board showed up for it.
Oh, these
are nice, actually. They are. I don't know how you would pronounce that. Poffins? Or, yeah, that's a P. But they'll look nice on there. They're gonna bolt and mount with the two bolts that are under there.
They must
where
have,
the body
they must have
mounts
put these
go.
rings on.
Right. Here.
Where's that pry bar?
They're two-way taped
Two-way
on
taped
there, and
on.
they ain't coming off by hand.
There we go. There we go. Get all the glue off.
So here's what the front looks like. Grill on it and everything. That looks cool like that.
Yeah.
Get some of the goof off on it and clean it all.
I just had it out. I did the other side already. I got it right
Alright. So we'll get those running boards on there.
here. You gotta take off the bolts that hold the body mount on.
Yeah.
You want to start doing that?
Yeah.
Man, oh
They
man.
coming on?
Get the torch.
Alright, heating them up with the torch now, because nothing wants to come off. Persuasion.
That's because everything's so freaking rusty.
This should be good now. You've had it on there for a while.
Huh?
You had it on there a while already before.
Thing's cherry now. Alright. Hot nuts. Alright,
Yeah.
do the other one. Alright.
And we'll get it on there.
Alright, so before I put this, we got these all torched and heated up and get off, right? And then I just noticed, look at that. There's a bolt missing out of that dry shaft. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with that. It must have been on the top. Now that we let it down and rolled it back, it ended up on the bottom. We can see it. I gotta see what that was. What's the matter with that? Or find a bolt or something for that. You gotta put it on like. You gotta kind of slip it on over the top of it. No, wait. You got your side? I need a pry bar. Okay, John, give me a. You got your side. You got it caught? Can't get it. Okay. They make the bolts are so. There we go. Okay. You got your side. All right, tighten them up. Tighten it up. Good. Back one. Okay. No. Yeah, this one, the freaking bolt is like, it's like it's buried in there. I gotta use something different. I can't get this one in there. This one I could probably get. The other side became a mess.
Nah,
20
give me a
minutes.
hammer, Johnny.
Hold on. Get him a hammer.
I can't
You
get
get the
the
socket off.
socket out.
A 20-minute job on this side turns into an hour on this side.
That's a crowbar.
All the nuts are stripped.
Give me a hammer.
Alright, he's doing that. I'll help you in a second. I'm just showing him this. We got the gas cap thing off, so he's just getting the glue off it.
Oh, are they?
Oh man, my ratchet broke.
I thought that one felt a little weird when we were using it.
Oh my.
Oh.
Backwards. Got it?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's fucking tight. I don't know how that goes like that. Somebody must have had
There's
their drive
special
shaft out.
bolts.
Alright. Yeah. Tell them to go get one. Alright. Alright. So the one bolt was missing.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the other one out so I could match up a bolt. I put the new one in and it wouldn't go in. I just realized you could still see the end of the bolt was still in there. See it? So that bolt must have snapped off inside here. There's still some threads there. I don't know how it snapped off. So now I cut the bolt down so that it'll still catch the threads.
Because it did catch them, but we're like, it's not going in.
I'm like, what the heck? Alright, so I'm going to do that. So I cut this one down that much. That's how much is broken off, or maybe a little less, but I'll be able to catch it. So that's going to go in there like that. Alright? And that's going to go back in there. Alright.
Now we got a shaft.
It's an Allen bolt one, because the other ones, you ain't never going to find them unless you go back to the junkyard or something, who knows.
Found
Alright?
Alright.
Alright.
Okie dokie. Pull it out. Woo! Hey, the lights changed colors. That's pretty cool. You can change them all different colors. I forgot about that. Hey, turn them to red so it's like that Jeep when we were driving. Remember that Jeep we saw driving down the road that had red headlights on like these? It looked like you were gonna run into the back of it, like it had tail lights. Alright, so we had to take the tire back off, so we started to pull it out.
13 millimeter.
Alright, ABS lights on here.
The left side, this ABS light is on, so either the sensor's no good, the wire was really hard to go on. So, Either the sensor's no good or the connection's no good, so we're gonna fix it.
Yeah, I got it on the drive-on lift. We kept hearing a noise underneath
So we kept
when you
hearing
back it up.
this jingling noise.
So we're,
Oh,
well, it was the shield. Well, the shield back on.
weld the shield back on here.
Get the
Watch
other
it,
side.
please.
Okay. Well, when you're driving down the road and you hear that fault like in the camper.
Oh man, I hate that
Our
noise.
camper has the same
That
thing on
jingling
the, on the
noise.
side.
I gotta like pull over and do it. Can't take it when it does that.
Ours goes like straight, so when you're going down the road, it starts to flap at like 65.
All right. Hey, nice.
Okay. Alright, so one final walkthrough. I just found the phone. And good thing I didn't run it over. I left it on the bumper. But I'm a pretty good driver then. We had remember the time you had coffee on the back of the truck? All the way from Wawa we drove. So here's what the front of this one and everything looks like. Here's a stock one. That's what that would all look like. And there's this one. Alright. This is all done now. So he's getting different rims and tires. He's gonna get bigger ones, get a suspension lift kit put on it at the tire place. So they're gonna do all that, and then hopefully we'll get to see what that looks like too. So that's it for this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching the channel. We'll be getting the race car ready to go to No Prep Kings next. Gonna go to the small tire race. So we're gonna get that out of the trailer today and put the other slicks on, put the small tires on, and get all that set up and change the bar angles. All right.